Let's kick things off with what a tumultuous year we've had. We've had Indonesian elections, we've had elections in India here as well. What are the trends looking next year, and is it going to be harder for your business then?
It would be slightly slower than this year. So this year we grew 6.9% in APAC. Next year is about 6.4%. But India and Indonesia will continue to be the rock stars of growth for next 3 years. Indonesia this year grew more than 20%. Next year it's projected to grow at 17%. India grew 13.2% this year. Next year it's expected to grow 13%. And China, even though the growth rates are coming down, it's still at 8.6% because of its scale, will complement the trio that will drive APAC growth. We are also hoping for better performance in Thailand next year.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the trends that you're expecting in the year ahead and indeed possibly beyond, because I know you're going to use the D word, I'm sure of it.
Yes, digital is expected to globally overtake TV by 2019. In APAC, it's already about 1/4 of total spending. This year, it grew 23%, which is an explosive growth rate. But within digital, there are some fundamental trends that are transforming not just the nature of media, but actually marketing itself, and hence ultimately the business of brand economics. Especially if you look at social, it grew 58.6% this year in APAC, which is massive, followed by video, which again had almost 37% growth, followed by mobile. So there are some fundamental changes happening in the way marketers are looking at their business from both social point of view and from the video and mobile point of view.
Well, as we head to, that what you're saying, 2019, digital overtaking TV, you've got to also really acknowledge that in that time frame, the lines between the two are going to get increasingly blurred, aren't they?
Absolutely. So we call it the post-digital era. That's my term for what's going on. We are looking at an age where everything is digitally infused. All the so-called traditional mediums are becoming digitized. And the whole notion of video, so TV used to be the way video was consumed by and large and used by marketers. But now, television is a screen which gives you edited, long-form, lean-back content. But there is a television screen that travels in your pocket. There is a screen that sits on your desktop, in your hands. So screens pervade our lives now, every moment. So a huge new trend that's emerging is that marketing uses segmentation as a concept a lot. We believe that segmentation is dying. People live in moments today, not in segments. The same Rishad at his breakfast table with his family and mother-in-law is a very different individual than he is on a Friday evening with his mates at a pub. So it's the moments that affect people's propensity towards brands a whole lot more than the segments they belong to. So quite naturally, in the days when people watched media only in the evening, whether you were advertising for coffee, which is morning moment, or condom, which is evening moment, you had to show it on TV at 9 o'clock in the evening. But now screen travels in our pocket, which creates a huge opportunities for brands to be able to plug into specific moments, specific contexts, specific occasions. And that moment-based marketing is going to redefine how brand building is done in the coming years. So that's a huge change, and that is apart from what I spoke last time about brands becoming more and more networks themselves, networks of people with shared affinities, memories, needs. So that is something very fundamental happening in the area of brand marketing.
Prashant, I want to just finish up and conclude with, is the pie very, very quickly in this getting bigger, or is it just the sort of players, the slices just changing size?
No, the pie is definitely getting bigger. And it is getting more exciting for even the so-called traditional players like TV.